Hey everybody, Clay Archer, CEO DPC Technology, and today I'm going to go over my top 10 favorite ways to use piSignage. Last month we did a review of piSignage and how to install and use it in your office. One of the questions we got from Cohen Barnes of Sundog IT was, what are some examples of what we can do with piSignage if we get it installed on our network? So with that, I made a list of our top 10 favorite things that we do with piSignage. Before we get into the list, please hit that like and subscribe to our channel if this is the kind of content that you're into. So let's get right into the list. Number one, a welcome screen. So when you walk in our office, we have a display in portrait mode. On that display, we put a welcome screen. It changes from time to time. If we're having an event, we'll give you directions to which way to go. If we have a speaker, we may put their face up there. Right now, we have a COVID-19 notification up there, obviously. It's 2020, and there are some rules that we have to follow when entering the building. That changes from time to time, but we always have a kind of nice screen up there to welcome people into the building. Number two, a menu. We don't use menus here in the office, but if you are running a restaurant or a store, it's very easy to run a persistent menu. All you have to do is design an image in 1280 by 720, or if you're going to do it in portrait, 720 by 1280, and it will just persistently run on piSignage. Number three, video. We've used several commercial systems that run loops of videos for doctors or dentists. piSignage is an excellent way of running those videos in a loop, just with content from YouTube. So you can find or design the content that you want and run videos back to back to back, or run them in a loop. If you have people in a waiting room or in an area where you have an audience and you don't want to display something like the news or just normal television, piSignage is a great solution to run content of your design in those locations. You also can run those videos with or without audio. It is really easy to set up and change those videos. Number four, weather. I made a couple of quick little widgets. You certainly could put these widgets on the top or the bottom of the screen. I made them fill the full screen, but you can divide up the screen on piSignage so that you would have a different frames, and maybe you have the weather at the top and the temperature at the bottom. Also, there's not a lot of rain today, so it's not the most exciting radar screen, but it is kind of nice to be able to have that on a display somewhere if that was something you wanted to do. Really easy to set up, and it looks pretty cool. Number five, core values. At DPC Technology, every week we vote on the employee that most exemplifies our core value for that week, and we roll through all our core values. The Raspberry Pi makes it quick and easy for us to switch out those core values each week as we vote on the next one. Number six, dashboards. In our office, we use several different programs that have quote unquote dashboards that display information about our software. Raspberry Pi has several different ways to log into portals and display their dashboards. I will warn you, there are some security issues with the logging in and displaying stuff from a dashboard, but Raspberry Pi is capable of doing that. I would highly recommend that you create unique users for each Raspberry Pi instance, and that those passwords are complex, but they are stored locally on the Raspberry Pi, so there are some issues with running it that way. So I would consult with your security administrator and make sure that that is an appropriate way for you to display this information. But if you have a read-only display, do proper segmentation of your users, I think this is a great way to use an inexpensive Raspberry Pi to display a dashboard to a television. Number seven, an RSS feed. Any one of the displays that we've already shown you can run a ticker on the top or bottom or the side for that matter. Here I've just put in a RSS feed from ESPN, but you certainly could put stock tickers, news tickers, anything that has an RSS feed you can display as a ticker on piSignage. Number eight, a picture gallery. A lot of our offices will display images of their work. piSignage makes it really easy to create a library of those images and just rotate through them at a regular basis. There are other solutions that are much easier for displaying images to display, but piSignage does make it relatively easy, and with all the other features, it's nice to have the flexibility to be able to show images when you need to. Number nine, sale information, or basically any information with validity dates. Basically, piSignage uses something called validity dates. So let's just say you're having a sale on something and it's only going to last from Tuesday to Friday. You can go into the calendar, set those dates, and it will only display that slide during that time frame. This is great for something like a sale item that's only going to be available for a limited time. Number 10, just quick notices. So it's really easy to go into piSignage and just quickly type a message that will display on the screen. You can easily change font color, background, etc. with simple CSS commands. Those are my top 10 uses for piSignage. That's certainly not all the things that you can do with piSignage. You can go to the piSignage documentation and find a bunch of other stuff. You can put PDF files, you could do a Twitter feed. There were a bunch of other ones that just didn't make my list, but they're certainly available for you to do with either some simple code or just reading the manual a little bit. If you have any other questions or you want us to test anything out or try anything, please leave a comment down below. We do really enjoy playing around with piSignage. One of the drawbacks of piSignage that you saw in my original video is that it is a little bit cryptic and it does take a little bit of experimenting. But we love to do that here, so if you have any questions or you have a specific use case you're trying to get to work with piSignage, please leave a question down in the comments below and we'll be sure to get back to you. As always, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.